about the two inventors of this game every time we see the posters.
You're not the only one. There's so little information to go off of that there's all sorts of wild speculations about. Some people say that they invented the game after the God of Wisdom gave them an epiphany, while others say that they're not actually the... By the way, have you two ever read a book called King of Invocations? Well, it's a story about a young boy who gets possessed by the spirit of the Crocodile King and becomes a TCG player. Some people have even speculated that the author of the King of Invocations is the boy who was possessed, while the true inventors of the game are the Crocodile King and Ibis King from the legends.
Each of these theories gets more ridiculous than the last.
Exactly! Which is why the original author came forward to deny these rumors. But that only fueled the debate further, and the book's sales skyrocketed. It can't be denied that the King of Invocations novels are a major part of why Just look at the venue. They're almost treating this like a national festival. I bet the book is going to sell more copies after this.
You can be sure that the Fox Lady is behind all this.
Fox Lady?
Yeah, Yai Miko. She's chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. Paimon can just imagine her eating some fried tofu as she...
Oh yes, I've been in that situation many times myself. Although in our case, the boss would be drinking coffee and talking about newspaper sales.
Sounds like bosses are the same every...
The scenery in every nation is so different. This trip is really paying dividends.
Good thing that you're able to be so optimistic about it. It sounded like you were pretty much forced... Huh? What?
Traveler, Paimon, we meet again.
Oh? Who is this?
Allow Paimon to introduce you. Seems like that's... Anyway, this is Charlotte. She's a journalist from Fontaine, and...
What? You mean Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho God?
As a guest from afar, there's no need to be so formal.
Right, I mean, okay. Oh, each of your acquaintances...
Miko invited me here to experience the fun and festivities.
Oh, Paimon gets it. The tournament venue is full of excitement and tasty food.
I guess I'll let you catch up for now. We can meet up later, just like last time.
Sure thing. See you, Charlotte.
Perhaps she felt a little intimidated.
She's probably fine. Don't worry, she didn't leave because of you. So, how do you like Genius Invocation TCG? Paimon...
Well, in fact,
Wait, really?
Why is that surprising? Playing cards is an ancient form of entertainment, and I advanced all the way to the semifinal.
The semifinals? That's amazing!
Unfortunately, the semifinals is where my journey ended.
The reason being that she lost to me. And when I say lost, that doesn't begin to do it just... I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I only lost because I was duped by her little trick.
What's wrong with my little tricks? Trickery within the scope of the rules is better known as ingenuity. It's not my fault that...
What a unique friendship.
You're right, though. I should make an effort to get out more. Many things have changed now that Inazuma is at peace. However, in some of my tournament matches, I could see my opponent's hand.
Oh, dear, dear. Other players lose their games and throw a tantrum. You win yours, and yet I invited you out for some simple fun and games. Oh, I should have known. Anyway, you should watch and learn, because I plan on using some more of my little tricks to do.
Oh, so Kokomi's your opponent in the fight?
Mm-hmm. On one side will be your erstwhile comrade-in-arms, the leader of Watatsumi Island, and on the other will be head shrine maiden Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful. So, little one, who will you support? The nerve! Saying that in the presence of me and A? Are you—
Miko, come on. No need to put them—
I know. The venue is right over there. Why not go and take a walk around? Oh, and if you meet my fellow finalist—
Hey, compadre. And Flying Lavender Melon.
Oh, bullchucker! Don't call time on that in public!
What would this tournament be without Arataki, the ultimate TCG champion, Ito? Matter of fact, the whole Arataki gang showed up in force. Our goal? To bring home the grand prize.
As fate would have it, Boss was the only one who didn't make it out of the qualifiers.
What? Hey, that's not the point. It was just some bad luck, that's all. I got matched against a strong opponent in the first round. Besides, it was a close match. It could have swung either way.
I wouldn't exactly call losing in 3 rounds a close match.
Hey, Shinobu, cut me some slack in front of my friends, okay? Anyway, it's not like you did much better. Weren't you beaten by that fish lady? Sandy?
Sangonomiya Kokomi? Watatsumi Island's military strategist? Yes, she beat me.
Well, anyway, I've noticed something in this competition. If you want to win big here, you need style. That's right, I'm talking—
But the style of card backs and a player's—
Oh, no, that's where you're wrong, Mini Milan. It's just like how the strongest Oni Kabuto have the brightest colors on their back. If your cards look cool—
Boss, beetle fighting and playing TCGs are completely different. In cards, you actually have to rely on your own skill.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no use arguing with you. Why don't we let our friend here weigh in, hmm?
See?
All right, that's it. I know how to settle this. We're gonna play a match. How about this? Shinobu, lend me your deck. You've got some pretty— but the trap—
Boss, how do I put this? Nobody could win.
Hey, quit busting my chops! She— Great, see? This is what I call a true compadre.
All right, I'll be the judge then. Just remember to take it easy, you two. This isn't a high-stakes—
Oh, shh. No, do you guys hear that?
Mike.
We're gonna make this the most exhilarating TCG duel ever, compadre.
I don't think he...
Step aside. Ito's back in town. I'll watch your back. Get back!
Allow me.
Present.
Take this, compadre!
Just like we rehearsed.
I am the man! Bam!
Go!
danger. Forever.
See you at the rematch. Time for some training?
Ho ho! Now you see what the champ is capable of!
You have my deck to thank for that.
One with my blade.
Come on out. Emerge.
Rest and rebuild!
After all that training, I'll watch your back.
Keep that!
Billowing surge!
I'm always watching.
Take me back.
See? My theory was correct.
Don't let it get to you. You were using Boss's deck after all. Anyway, what are you two doing here?
Actually, we were looking for Kokomi. Have you... Or, as Arataki numero uno.
You're one to talk, Lavender Mountain.
Her match in the finals will be starting shortly, so why don't you ask Kujo-Sara over there?
Hey, just remember that if you ever want to play another match...
Hi, Sarah. We're looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her?
I saw her exit the venue after the semifinals, but she hasn't returned since.
If you're looking for Her Excellency, I believe she's currently near the western shore of Rito.
Goro! Good to see you.
Hello, you two. Is there...
No, we just wanted to say hello.
Now that I think about it,
Who are you rooting for?
up till now, the almighty Shogun had my full support. But now that she's been eliminated from the tournament,
Paimon thought for sure you'd be rooting for me.
I certainly would. But now that the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi are on amiable terms,
Those are exactly Her Excellency's thoughts as well. The point of a game of cards between friends is to exchange skills and enjoy the game together. It's not a...
Her opponent is skilled in the art of deception. Even if she appears to have worry written all over her face.
It's nice to see two generals who were once enemies on the battlefield now looking...
Do not be mistaken. The moment I saw the name Sangonomiya on the list of competitors, I've watched every one of her matches. But after the almighty Shogun's loss, I'm afraid that Lady Guji may...
Oh, so you want to make sure Kokomi's got intel on the other side, too. Wow.
Thanks for your insights, General Kujo.
Don't mention it. The match will be starting shortly.
All right.
So many new customers. Maybe I should order some new stuff. Kokomi!
Paimon? Oh, no.
Surprised to see us? We came to wish you good luck in the competition. So, what are you doing out here, Kokomi? Taking in the view?
Yes. The soothing sound of the ocean's waves do make me feel peaceful.
Huh? Can you really see Watatsumi Island from here? Let Paimon take a look.
Well, can you...
Let's see. Oh, that must be Nope, can't see Watatsumi.
Even on a perfectly clear day like this, you can't see Watatsumi Island from Narukami Island. Imagine trying to... Though the islands are on peaceful terms now, the dark clouds of war still... Even when friends argue, they still need time to reconcile. Think of how much time is needed.
You okay?
Oh, sorry. My mind was drifting to some more serious topics. Yes,
Huh? What did...
Who wins and who loses is... What's important is that Her Excellency came here to compete with all of Inazuma watching.
Yes, more people will be traveling between Watatsumi and Narukami Island from this day forward. The point I hope to make is... Even though we believe in different gods, we can all come together as friends by playing cards at the table. We should be willing to cooperate and assist one another in the future. You could say that I'm playing cards to help dissolve, and yes, that's a... Besides, my passion has always been in tactics and strategy. How could I pass up the chance to play in a tournament?
Oh, so you have your personal You should be careful of that fox lady. Even Sarah warned us that she'll be a cunning opponent.
Yes. It seems that you're not the only one who sees this tournament as a chance to resolve our differences, Your Excellency.
Oh, that's good to hear. Don't worry, Paimon. I've already thought of a variety of stratagems.
Wow! Paimon's really looking... And Paimon swears that she's actually gonna see it this time! time, no matter...
Thank you. Inazuma's Archon bolts her way to the semifinals, only to be stunned by a crafty opponent.
Ooh, that's a nice title.
Lightning from Inazuma won't be able to reach me in Fontaine.
I don't think the Electro Archon would get upset over a mine.
Hey, what are you two chatting about? Oh, wait a second. The real question is, how many times are we gonna run into...
Talk about a coincidence, right? What are the chances?
I interviewed a few people around Rito, but no more details on the card snatcher, unfortunately. After that, I ran into Kirara here. We got to chatting, and then I found out that she knew you too.
Sorry, you said the
Oh, let Paimon explain.
I think I already have some...
Really? That...
But it's a little complicated. And the vibe... Let me put it this way, though. The key to... is actually... Huh? Oh, wait, what? Me?
Having chatted with Kirara, I was starting to think the same.
Sorry, I don't have time to explain now.
What should we do? If Kokomi was only working off of what Paimon told her, how come Paimon can't find the answer? Oh, is Paimon really as dumb as a lavender melon?
Welcome to the final round of the King of Invocations Grand Prix. Our contestants are Guji Yai Miko of the Grand Narukami Shrine. Without further ado, let the final match begin!
Yay, it started!
Now, to find out who...
You took your time. I was starting to wonder if you got lost walking on the seabed, Miss Soul of the Deep. You must be tired after the walk back to shore. Perhaps I should let you go first.
There's no need. I've heard that fried tofu with all the frills gets cold quickly. If we don't serve it right away, then...
Round one! Begin! And the winner is... Sangonomiya Kokomi!
She won!
Just seeing that Kitsune yokai made the fur on my tail stand on end. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you.
Kokomi! That was a real nail-biter, but that Miko is a crafty one. Pretending she had no strategy and letting one of her own character cards get defeated. Then she played 2 cards from her hand that required to have lost a character card. She came pretty close.
Goodness, what's all the commotion over here? Discussing something interesting?
Not at all. Paimon...
It's no pity at all. It was just a little fun. We'll see who wins next time. What do you say, Miss Soul of the Deep? How about a rematch?
If Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills hasn't gotten too cold... However, the traveler here is waiting for me to help them solve...
Oh, really? Then I won't I'll go play with Goro instead. It's been a while since I've seen those fuzzy...
Now, back to our conversation. Kirara, you've been delivering items between different nations.
That's right. I've had quite a few deliveries recently. But what does that have...
The strange thing is that Kirara's delivery route has coincided with the card snatcher's move.
Yes, and therein
You mean, Kirara is the...
Huh? Hey, that's not true. I'm just out here doing my job. You can't just...
Calm down, you two. Kirara's not the thief. Let me ask you, Kirara. Have any of your packages in the past few days been from the same sender? Or were any sent to the same destination?
Let me think. Senders have all been different. But there's one destination that keeps coming up in every...
Really? And what destination is that?
I'm not at liberty to give you the exact address.
Were the contents light? No larger than the size of an envelope?
Huh? Wait. You're not one of those yokai who has prophetic dreams, are you?
No. I'm only the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Well, after all I've said so far, have you arrived?
Every nation Kirara visited had a parcel sent to Sumeru. The contents were light and were no larger than an envelope. The contents were probably genius invocation. We've run into Kirara multiple times. We came to Inazuma. No. The thief is likely using Komania No. No. The thief is likely... No. 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 Every nation Kirara... Kirara's deliveries contain the treasure.
Yes! You nailed it.
Huh? So the card backs we've been looking for have been right under our nose?
But there's still one thing that doesn't quite add. Kirara picked up her package in Mondstadt before we encountered the card snatcher.
I've thought about that too. The way I see it, there's more than just... Yes, the person you've been tracking it seems the other members had already obtained the card backs and sent them together.
Now that I think about it, collecting all those card backs across so many nations...
But why isn't the one we're following ever using Komania Express?
Because he's too slow. He probably missed the arranged shipment date. From your explanation, he's only committed theft on one occasion, and there were even witnesses. After that, I suspect that this person isn't a very good thief. He probably used the mora he was given to arrange shipments with Komania Express as...
Then there's another question now. Why don't the other members just keep the cards and take them back to Sumeru? Unless there's a reason for them to...
Yes, this is a question What is the thief's objective? What kind of secret is hidden? Unfortunately, there's no way to know without seeing...
Hey, don't look at me like that. If the company ever found out, I'd be fired. And I don't want to go back to being a yokai in the mountains of Inazuma.
No, we don't want to cause you any... At this point... maybe a...
Good idea. Go into the delivery... And if the recipient really is a bad guy...
Hey, I know my way around a fight too. I haven't had a single package stolen from me since I've started this. Whenever someone picks on me thinking I'd be an easy target to take packages from... Alright, I'll let you come with me to... But on one condition. You have to promise that you'll hide somewhere where the customer can't see you. Who's ever heard of a group of people delivering packages?
No problem.
Also, even if the customer is...
Next up, Sumeru!
Good luck. You'll have...
This is the Outlander Affairs Agent.
It's about time for us to head to Sumeru and investigate. Are we getting close? Which way should we go now?
We just need to head a short way towards the desert. It's not-
I would recommend taking a bodyguard to protect you. If the customer does turn out to be...
Good point. A bodyguard. Oh, look! Isn't that Sino? Sino!
Good to see you. Headed to Caravan Rebot?
Remember, Paimon? We can't just disclose a customer's information.
Huh? Oh, don't worry. This is Sumeru's General Mahamatra, Sino. He's the leader of...
Wow! How do you know so many powerful people?
You better get used to it, Kirara. You wouldn't believe the people I've met since I started traveling with them.
Do you have some time now, Sino? Or do you need to go participate?
Tournament? The tournament?
Really? Then how did you do, Sino?
I am now the official king of invocation. I used Forbidden Hand at the opportune moment, and drew...
Great. Let Paimon catch you up on what's happening. Ugh. Paimon's parched now.
I can accompany you. As Paimon said, it's my duty.
What do you think, Kirara?
All right. But remember, I know that this customer is suspicious, but they're still my customer until we have any...
Okay, we'll go on.
But if we're too far away, we won't be able to hear...
Not a problem. You can just watch my tails.
Your tails?
Of course, both of them. I'll come up with a way to have the customer confirm the contents if they turn out to be just an ordinary customer and the package does. But if they turn out to be the thief...
Lay down.
Huh? Why would she do...
It'd be a signal that we need to lay down the...
Oh.
No way! I'm not getting on the ground! That would be way too embarrassing! Besides, don't you think that would look
You think so? Then maybe you can use your tails to pound...
and why would she do that?
Simple. It'd be signal that she had found the backs we're looking for.
This is the first time I've met someone as creative with their words as I am. Have you ever considered a career in writing news headlines?
Oh no, don't enable...
Okay, if we keep standing around talking like this, the pack... Listen to me. If they're the thieves, I'll lift one tail up and keep the other one down. If you see that, then you can come round them...
You're not going...
No, I'm not...
We're in the middle of nowhere, though. Are you sure this is the right place, Kirara?
Let's see. The address is approximately 100 paces down the road from Caravan Rebot towards the desert, Near the first flaming flower.
That's the most suspicious address Paimon's ever heard.
Near the first flaming flower...
Huh? There aren't any houses.
Maybe the recipient planned on coming here to personally receive the package. I've had customers do that. We're still a little early. And remember...
We'll hide here. This spot is hidden, but with a clear view.
I'm sure this recipient's up to no good. Who'd pick up a package in a place...
I agree, but for the sake of her company's reputation. What? As...
Yeah, we get it. Hey, look! Someone's coming.
You from Komoni Express?
That's right. You must be Mr. Dada Baba?
Where's the package?
Yes. This is your package. Here you go. I recommend that you open it and confirm the contents. I've been running to many places the past few days through all sorts of weather.
No need. You haven't opened it to see what's inside.
Of course not. That would be against our company policy. But if the contents are valuable, I would still recommend checking them first. If anything turns out to be...
I said no need, didn't I? What?
You know, boss, this little lady's out here all on her own.
We could use that to our advantage, you know.
Hey, you. Are you the only...
Yes, that's right. I'm no good at...
Look! She's giving a signal! But... wait... Paimon doesn't...
I nearly forgot. This just happens to be my one... If you could let me know what I delivered, it would mean a lot to me.
Her tails are moving all over the place. Does she need us to step in or not?
Her tails keep moving and intertwining. Maybe she's trying to say that she makes...
Seriously? There's no way anyone could get off...
Something's not right. I can feel it. And you seem...
Oh, no, that's just part of my...
Come on, boss. Enough
Yeah, nobody will ever know anything
then do you have a moment?
Sure. I'll leave a 5-star review.
They got a knife! Forget the signals! We gotta save Kirara!
Boss, she's got backup.
What are you afraid of? Get him!
Huh? Wait, that's Sino!
Sino!
Coming through!
Yep.
Windblade!
That's that! Sign here, please!
Come a little closer.
Cool it!
Yeah, I'm fine.
Had I known you were here, we wouldn't have.
Too late for that. And I don't want to hear any whining.
Yes. General Mahamatra, I don't want to go to prison.
That depends on how honest.
We'll tell you everything.
What's inside the
card backs? Genius Invocation TCG card backs that we collected from different nations.
Are they the kind with a treasure chest design on them?
Yeah, that's right. Wait, how'd you know that? We're just a group of treasure hoarders.
Some hoarders were getting fed up recently with just stealing small stuff.
Go on.
They wanted to pull off something big. You know, not...
All across Teyvat?
Yeah, we were planning to steal prized treasures from different nations all at the same time. After pulling off a job like that, everyone would recognize... But, seems like that's...
So what does any of that have to do with these card backs?
Well, the problem was we didn't know how to communicate our master plan, but with how popular Genius Invocation TCG has become...
So you were the ones who printed these card backs?
Yeah, because every treasure hoarder knows first you bury it so no one else can take it, then just add a little bit of...
Hey, shut it! You're...
It appears you consider this ridiculous plan of yours...
No. All you need to do is cover it with some wet dirt or sand, then... And it'll look like this.
My fellow hoarders, this is the big job we've all been waiting for. Oh, and for those of you... Seriously?
Hey, what do you mean, waste? That message will mobilize the treasure...
He's right. The time and the other details are pretty...
Paimon-Z!
Objectively speaking, it's definitely a create... But then why were you trying to retrieve these card backs?
It's all because some fellow hoarders got addicted to Genius Invocation. All they needed to do was stick to the plan, but they couldn't help themselves and started playing the game. Not only that, but that wasn't the worst of it. Some of them ended up losing our card backs to other players.
Ah, you were afraid that your plans would be exposed, so you dispatched members to quickly retrieve the card backs that had...
Not just the ones on the markets. We collected all our treasure chest card backs, and we feared that our plans had already been discovered. So we were preparing to print another set of card backs. They would indicate a different time to initiate, but to take every precaution, we raised funding for everyone to send us the backs via Komini Express. That way, we could guarantee the card backs would arrive.
Huh? Oh, so the senders would stay at their original location to ensure that the operation could continue. Now that I think about it, that must be why the treasure hoarders came after the person who sold the card back in Mondstadt.
Oh, right! It's no wonder we were running into the treasure...
There! I told you everything I know. Hopefully that will help us make up for our mistakes.
You'll each receive your due punishment. I've taken care of the criminals for now. I'll be escorting them back to... I was only fulfilling my duty. You all did...
Sino seems like a completely different person when he's...
All right. Goodbye for now.
Oh, wait! I still want to interview the champion of the Sumero region.
All right.
Tell me, Mr. Sino, what were your thoughts about the tournament? And did you have anything to say?
Genius Invocation TCG is a very good game. But to me... It's not I hope everyone can have the chance to experience the
Great answer. That'll be a perfect ending for me.
Therefore, I assure you that I will personally bring judgment to any criminals out there with the delusions of desecrating this game with their evil plans. No matter where you run or where you hide.
Oh, I see. Let's stay calm. No need to get worked up. Now let me think. Not so genius thieves behind mysterious treasure chest.
Got decked? You get it? Like...
Yes, that'll work nicely.
These two make quite the team.
If that's all, then I should get going. I'll inform the other areas not to be gained by these thieving... We will.
So in the end, it turned out that the group of card snatchers we were still feels a little disappointing, though. Paimon thought for sure.
Don't say that. Think of the bright side. We uncovered a major Oh, I definitely have everything I need.
If anything.
It seems everyone can't stop talking about that game. In that case, how would everyone...
Huh? You mean it's related to Genius and...
Mm-hmm. That's right. I would have invited Sino along too if he was...
Oh, really? But didn't you say before that you can't disclose?
Yeah, but this time the situation's different. Let's just say this delivery wasn't just... This package had been sitting at the company for some time because we could never locate the recipient. Even the neighbors didn't know where he...
Oh, so the company eventually took ownership?
Yep. The holding period passed just last month.
But can't you just return it to the original sender?
Well, it turns out the...
Oh, that's tip.
Yeah. And I thought both the original sender and intended recipient would be... So, I took the initiative and started asking around Sumeru in my free time. Eventually, I found out where the recipient went.
Wow, amazing!
Well... I have a feeling that it'll be good to have some true...
Oh, sounds like another news story brewing.
Huh? Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Shall we join her?
All right, then follow me to... The clues pointed to Vimara Village, but guess we'll have to ask around.
Any idea what the recipient looks like?
I only know his name is Garvapitum, and...
Garvapitum. Got it. Do you know where Garvapitum lives? He's a...
No, yes, there is a scholar around here, but I've never... are you sure you've got the...
Sounds like he doesn't know.
Garvapitum. And wait,
Oh, someone just moved here?
Yes, that's right. I've seen him speaking with the village head. Probably. Vimara Village is the perfect place to take a vacation and relax, which is why I chose to come back here.
Got it, thank you. We'll go talk to the head of the village.
Don't mention it. If life is ever treating you...
About.
Yes, that's...
Do you know where a scholar by the name of Garvapitum lives?
Garvapitum?
You know him?
Yes, I do. He came here to rent a place to stay. He said he needed to but hardly anyone's ever seen him come out since he moved in. I don't know if that's his way.
Yeah, you could...
Her tails are moving again.
Ah, I see. I was thinking that it'd be... He's staying up above. Look...
Great! Thank you very much!
Don't mention it.
the place. Let's try knocking and see if he answers. Hello?
Yes, that's me.
Hello, Mr. Garverpitum. I'm Kirara. I have a delivery from Komania Express.
A package.
Yes, it's from a Mr. Gulab.
What? Gulab? But how is that?
Yes. It seems your friend submitted the package to our company before he...
Friend? Some friend I am. There was nothing I could do about his illness. And I wasn't by his side during the last...
Don't say that! After all, you and Gulab are the creators of Genius Invocation TCG. I'm sure Gulab would have...
Say what? He's one of the creators of...
Why? Why does it seem that Miss Fort...
If you don't mind, perhaps you could talk to us about it. It would probably help you feel better.
You're right. You really wouldn't mind listening? All right, then. It's not... I knew Gulab ever since we were kids. We were classmates and grew... Other than the bandages on his arms, you could hardly tell he had Elazar. He was always positive, peaceful. Later, we both entered the academia, and he became a Ratawa...
If I remember correctly, that's a pretty high position.
Yes, but before long, the Elazar got... After that, he became bedridden. He received treatment in the hospital. I would go see him in the hospital every day. Even though he said...
He must have been worried that he was taking time from your own
I know. But I couldn't bear to just leave him like that. He was clearly the smarter of the two of us. We would have some free time whenever I visited him, so we took some cards. Over time, those cards... It's not only a game. When we were designing it, I was originally waiting...
Aw, don't be sad. Genius Invocation TCG is the result of... Not to mention a lot of...
After he passed away, but every time I looked up, all I could see was his silhouette. It was as if he was still sitting there at the table. I know it was all in my head, though.
Paimon understands. Paimon wouldn't ever be able to get used to being away from the trap.
Yes, everyone else has told me that I have to move on but to be honest...
Garverpitum? Perhaps you should see what your friend sent you in the...
Right. What's this?
My dear friend, you must be wondering why I'm leaving you a letter like this. It's because...
Hey, Gulab, I'm here. How are you feeling today? I gotta tell you, I had an idea for another card last night. Huh? What's that you're writing?
It's nothing.
Okay. Anyway, up for a game?
You don't have to visit every day, you know. You should be focusing on your work at the academia.
Hey, enough of that. I'll keep visiting until you've fully recovered. Besides, I can't stand most of the folks at the academia anyway. Hey, it's your turn. Gulab, are you okay?
Garverpitum, you must understand. My Elazar.
Hey, don't talk like that. You just need some more rest.
It's because you won't come to terms with the fact that I don't have long left. Guess what? This game we invented is getting pretty popular here in the hospital.
Really? That's great news.
Yeah. I've even made a device to help people find other players nearby. Here, this one's for you. This way, you'll be able to keep playing even after I'm...
Just stop! You're gonna get better, you hear me? I don't need this thing. I don't want it.
I imagine the casket of tomes I gave you is probably gathering dust in a corner somewhere. So, this is my last gift to you. I'm sorry that I could only give it to you now. Do you remember when we first met? You were the only one willing to be friends with the kid with Elazar. Now, it's my turn to help you make some new friends. This way, I'll always be by your side, my friend.
Gulab. That rat.
I haven't played much Genius Invocation myself.
As a true TCG player put it, the game allows many people to meet others.
That's right! We've seen that firsthand. Paimon could tell you those stories if you're interested.
Thank you all for your kind words. You're right. Gulab, I've always kept your casket of tomes with me. It was so special for you to draw me. If he were here now, I know he'd say, "Hey friends, how about a game of Genius?"
Garfapidum seems to be feeling better. Paimon even said
it always takes time to heal from pain from the past, but I think this is a good start for his road to recovery.
Yeah, it was a good thing that Kirara kept track of that package, even when they were unable to deliver it.
When my boss asked me to take care...
Would you say that was your yokai intuition kicking in?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I guess I just didn't want to let the sender's sentiment go to waste like that.
Anyway, I think this is where we'll say goodbye. That's right. Oh, by the way, I still haven't had the chance to After all that we've witnessed on this journey together, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah! You could say the best thing we got out of this adventure was the new friend.
I understand. I'll be sure to work your comments into my exclusive. Just be sure to buy a copy of the Steambird when you visit Fontaine.
And I should get ready to head back to...
Will do. I'm sure we'll all see. And maybe we'll play Genius Invocation TCG if we have...
What if the Traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your... Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your...
Ah, Traveler.
Well, it's not like you—
Songo, compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, you're— Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one— The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us. Their name is—
Kujo-Sara. That's right.
If the General was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Ina— Please ignore Songo's nonsense, Traveler. He works as a special detective at—
Do they think—
We get that you don't want to help Songo. Sorry, Traveler. Even though As you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope. Not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely— The only news that could make—
Needless to— According to Songo, Heizo was an obstacle.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly—
So I can't just ignore this case, even if Songo doesn't approve. At the very— Huh? No. I'm really hoping you can— If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be— Actually, we get along great. So, when people— well, let's not get into— Well, that's a—
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name... So his name is Shikanoin Heizo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with it. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time. Come to think of it, I believe he was...
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Shut up and stay put. This moment will be frozen.
No one escapes my sights!
Disappear! Windblade!
Dodge this!
Come a little close.
Don't push your luck. Don't push your... Cool it! Barry. Dodge this!
Windblade!
Well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the— Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my— I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce— The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the— I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat. Huh. I guess that means— I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone— So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? That was already obvious to me, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Wata— The traveler from afar heroically rescues— Traveler. Unfortunately, though, I don't— I'm a detective. Sounds like you. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken...
What? Paimon? And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried he might... Why are you two staring at Paimon?
Yeah, I'm also just
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all...
Huh? Voice?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice... I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are...
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's wait! We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the... Come out with it, mister! What?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secret... But I had already grown tired of the guy. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some... But guess what? The first night I arrived, the dream contained only one message. An echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ear. Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on...
Paimon bets it must be something, because the soil of Watatsumi Island...
Oh. Food. You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Arc... Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So Some people However, if you ask, it was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... Poof! So I decided to accept this little Unfortunately, the investigation... Who knows? I felt there was... Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of... So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work... Yes, of course, I understand. Well, then it's probably nothing... So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly... It's a deal then. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango Pearl! Hey, isn't this crystal marrow?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that would...
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi...
Huh? What do you mean?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key, and if we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine... Perfect.
Well, duh!
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Watatsumi Island.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her incidents of stolen goods, not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost. Troops have also been deployed to protect.
That's strange. Then where?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow. So
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps he's responsible for the caravan.
Great. Thank you for all the
Hey, Traveler! It's been a while. I've missed you.
General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the Traveler.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of...
That's right! We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable product.
I see. So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant... I'm ashamed to say that... Yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid. We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public.
That's correct. I never expected you to be...
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective...
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizo from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizo.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for
don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But, if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue
Yes, of course. Not only have we the reports indicated that the stolen goods... It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, but unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate...
Given that Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located, is not part of your territory, yes. They have clever...
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizo.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you.
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intention. The recent end of the war, trade and... So, will you please help Watatsumi?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what he wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizo and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be... The situation is now in your
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler. Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon. Let me ask you, do you believe in...
Huh? Intuit?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that?
Good people can be deceptive, too. Well, in my opinion, Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island. Yet I had never seen but today he came out and met with us, and even...
Maybe that's because the Traveler is...
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are... Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot...
Whoa! Are you serious?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning. I sense something...
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island...
Whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a...
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. Sure, I trust your judgment, but perhaps you're overlooking someone else. It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us.
Oh, we were...
Bingo. There's no time to lose.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet. Let's follow him. Man alive.
Todoroki,
Good.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet.
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully...
Things are improving, thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the... Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the...
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But... Glaze Lily... This box is packed so tight! Huh? What are all these... Whoa!
No. So, did you...
Whoa! Look at all the Chingshin! And glaze...
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from... On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. How about you? Did you find anything? Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade... All right. In which case, I have a rough
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no! We've been...
Huh? Wait, Captain?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. Captain, do you remember us? During the war?
Hey, come on now. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed we're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that, according to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia.
You're one to talk. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks, and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still has...
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
These goods are all seized from the hands of Nobushi and Treasure Hoard. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravan.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable, even though he was just a and his two sons were also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite...
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned... What do they call that?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. I can't even imagine trying to maintain it.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now.
Oh, and...
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm... Are you still a little confused?
The price.
Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items. and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose.
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are...
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the
Oh, the goods? Right.
You picked them up.
Well, no.
Be honest now. Tell me...
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives and we're all apprehended.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight.
You just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight.
You really expect...
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their... I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow on that load. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched...
Wait a tick?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an eye patch. It was like, boom, boom, thud! Only took 3 hits before she knocked out.
A pretty lady with...
Oh. Does this description...
no!
Okay. And how about you? Really, it appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates.
What?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before... Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Hopefully, my final... The question of what important thing this island... I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow.
Who are you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now.
You can't just go around
And what if I'm not?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but... So the question is, do you want to put...
What are you trying...
Well, nothing. All I want to hear...
Masashi! Tokuda!
Huh? Todoroki? Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Captain?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them...
But, no. There must... This is the captain of Swordfish too, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long-term goal of Watatsu... I don't care if they were your captain. Would you... Well? What do you... All right. I see how it is.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
General Goro!
My apologies. Traveler, Detective Heizo, Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without him, Watatsumi Island...
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow?
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, the question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention that, Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And you can't grow food or medicinal herbs here. And if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant... My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? Can medals heal? No. It was the medicine that I got. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've... We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months.
I understand.
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a... Forget it.
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Heizo...
You mean you're willing to stay here?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy... I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more... I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while...
Thank you, Detective Heizo.
My pleasure. But one good turn...
Oh, you mean there's something...
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate. But the Traveler Nick, as far as I know, he's planning to visit other nations soon. And it is unclear if he will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right,
Well, it's settled then. He will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting his freedom. So please.
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide...
But, in all honesty, it's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After...
I understand now. You really are...
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one...
What? The thing you sensed coming from me?
No!
Hey, Traveler... Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Even if I happen to find out what... I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up. Yes. Everyone you led... Watatsumi Island is an ancient land. But what the inhabitants of this land... That missing element... That certain thing, which is... I guess I was mistaken. When water is heated by fire, this is the final answer I've... You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. But, of course, I know that... So I'll just keep doing what I can. That way, I'll always be able to remember...